The theory proposing that Caesarion, the son of Julius Caesar and Cleopatra, may be the true Jesus is one of the most provocative narratives in the realm of historical speculation. It challenges conventional beliefs and invites us to re-examine the intertwining tales of ancient history, religion, and power. This theory emerges from the complex tapestry of the late Roman Republic, during a time when myth and reality were often blurred. To understand this intriguing hypothesis, we must first delve into the life and legacy of Caesarion, who is hailed as the last pharaoh of Egypt. Born in 47 BCE, he was a child of extraordinary lineage, carrying the blood of the mighty Caesar and the enigmatic Cleopatra. Following the fall of his mother's reign, Caesarion's life ended tragically, leaving behind a legacy shrouded in mystery. As we explore this theory, we must consider the socio-political climate of the time, the rise of Christianity, and the figure of Jesus himself. Was Caesarion's life, marked by divine claims and royal expectations, somehow intertwined with the narratives that later surrounded Jesus? Did the allegorical and symbolic interpretations of both figures overlap in ways that history has overlooked? This introduction sets the stage for a deeper investigation into the parallels between these two historical figures. As we peel back the layers of myth and history, the theory poses essential questions about identity, belief, and the power of narrative in shaping the world's religions. Join us as we embark on this captivating journey through time, challenging our understanding of history and faith along the way. 2. Historical context. Caesarion and his lineage. Understand the controversial theory positing that Caesarion could be the true Jesus. It is essential to delve into the historical context surrounding his lineage and the political landscape of the time. Born in 47 BCE to the famous Roman general Julius Caesar and the Egyptian queen Cleopatra, Caesarion was the last pharaoh of Egypt, a figure steeped in the rich tapestry of Greco-Roman and Egyptian history. His birth was not merely a personal affair but a significant political event, symbolizing the fusion of two great civilizations. The implications of Caesarion's lineage extend beyond mere ancestry. As the son of Caesar, he was considered a potential heir to the vast power and influence that came with the title of Caesar. Cleopatra, aware of the precarious nature of her position and the future of her dynasty, sought to elevate her son's status amidst the tumultuous backdrop of Roman politics. This dual heritage, being the child of a Roman leader and an Egyptian queen, placed Caesarion at the intersection of two worlds, each with its own set of beliefs, cultures, and expectations. The political machinations of the time further complicate our understanding of Caesarion's legacy. After Julius Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE, Cleopatra aligned herself with Mark Antony, another powerful Roman figure, which plunged the region into a series of conflicts known as the Roman Civil Wars. Caesarion, still a young boy, became a pawn in these larger political games, a symbol of a fading era where Egypt's sovereignty was under siege from increasing Roman dominance. This historical context paints a vivid picture of Caesarion not just as a royal heir but as a potential messianic figure in the eyes of his supporters. In a world rife with prophecy and expectation, his lineage was viewed by some as a divine endorsement, a blend of the earthly and the celestial. This sets the stage for the controversial theory that proposes a deeper connection between Caesarion and the figure of Jesus Christ, suggesting that the narrative surrounding both figures may have been intertwined in ways that history has yet to fully uncover. As we explore this theory further, it becomes crucial to consider how historical narratives can be shaped by power, belief, and the search for legitimacy, ultimately inviting us to question the very foundations of our understanding of both Caesarion and Jesus. 3. The life of Jesus. Overview and timeline. The life of Jesus, a figure whose influence has transcended centuries, is steeped in both historical account and theological interpretations. To understand the controversial theory that links him to Caesarion, we must first establish a clear timeline of Jesus' life, as well as the key events that shaped his ministry. Born around 406 BCE in Bethlehem, Jesus grew up in Nazareth, a small town in Galilee. Historical texts suggest he began his public ministry around the age of 30, which was a pivotal period during the early 1st century CE. His teachings, often delivered through parables, emphasized love, compassion, and forgiveness, resonating deeply with the marginalized and downtrodden of society. The Gospels narrate significant events during Jesus' life, including his baptism by John the Baptist, which marked the beginning of his ministry, and the gathering of his disciples, who would become the foundational figures of early Christianity. His travels throughout Judea and Galilee were marked by miraculous healings, the performing of miracles, and thought-provoking sermons, all of which attracted large followings. The timeline further unfolds with the Last Supper, where Jesus shares a final meal with his disciples, foreshadowing his impending crucifixion. This pivotal moment sets the stage for the events leading to his trial and execution around 30 to 33 CE. The crucifixion, a method of punishment by the Romans, culminates in what Christians believe to be the ultimate sacrifice for humanity's sins. Following his death, the resurrection is reported, an event that solidified his followers' faith and laid the groundwork for the spread of Christianity. This overview serves as a backdrop against which the theory connecting Jesus to Caesarion, son of Julius Caesar and Cleopatra, emerges. By examining the historical and cultural context of Jesus' life, we can begin to explore the controversial proposition that suggests a potential intertwining of their narratives, challenging conventional beliefs and inviting deeper reflections on the nature of identity, legacy, and divinity. 4. Analyzing the claims, similarities between Caesarion and Jesus. The theory that Caesarion, the son of Julius Caesar and Cleopatra, could be seen as a precursor or even an alternative identity for Jesus Christ is both provocative and contentious. At the heart of this theory lies a fascinating exploration of the similarities between these two historical figures. Consider their lineage. Caesarion, formerly Ptolemy XV Philopator Caesar, was seen as divine due to his parentage. Born to a Roman general and Egypt's last pharaoh, he was called the Son of God, similar to Jesus. This divine status linked kingship, authority, and spirituality, blending politics with religion. Both figures are linked to miraculous or extraordinary births. Jesus' birth was marked by angels and a guiding star, while Caesarion's conception was wrapped in political intrigue and Egyptian royalty. Both stories emphasize prophecy and destiny, portraying them as divinely appointed leaders. Consider the legacies of both figures. Caesarion's brief life and erasure highlight how power shapes narratives, while Jesus' teachings have endured for centuries. This comparison prompts reflection on historical documentation, religious texts, and the fluidity of identity in cultural storytelling. In analyzing these claims, we venture into a rich tapestry woven with threads of mythology, history, and faith. The similarities between Caesarion and Jesus offer a compelling lens through which to examine not only their individual stories but also the broader narratives that shape our understanding of power, divinity, and influence in human history. 5. The role of mythology and symbolism in both figures. The intertwining of mythology and symbolism surrounding both Caesarion and Jesus reveals a fascinating tapestry of cultural narratives that transcend time and geography. At first glance, the figures of Caesarion, often considered the son of Julius Caesar, and Cleopatra and Jesus of Nazareth, might appear worlds apart, but a closer examination reveals a striking overlap in how their stories have been shaped by the mythic elements of their respective cultures. In ancient Rome and Egypt, mythological motifs shaped the identities of rulers. Caesarion, known as the divine offspring, was portrayed as a bridge between the divine and earthly realms, legitimizing his claim to the throne. His birth echoed common mythological themes of miraculous births, marking him as a destined leader. Jesus' life is filled with rich symbolism from Jewish tradition and Greco-Roman influences. His birth, marked by a star and visited by shepherds and wise men, reflects themes of divinity and humility seen in mythic narratives. His parables, miracles, and resurrection embody the archetypes of sacrifice, redemption, and hope, echoing concepts central to human experience in various mythologies. Both figures symbolize power and divine favor, reflecting their followers' aspiration. Their stories, rich in mythological significance, highlight a timeless human desire for connection with the divine. This exploration challenges our understanding of legacy, divinity, and the blend of history and myth. As we conclude our exploration of the theory that Caesarion may have been the true Jesus, it's important to reflect on how history blends speculation, interpretation, and the search for truth. This idea challenges conventional beliefs and encourages us to critically examine evidence. Whether you find it compelling or not, we invite you to explore further, form your own conclusions, and stay curious about the stories shaping our understanding of the past. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts.